bubble guide video. What we do in the QuasiDB service, we look at sentiment and we look at the positioning over time. And because the retail guys are normally wrong and they lose money and they're counter trend, when they go one particular way, would be wise to do the opposite. So how the signals are created, we have two axes. We've got the long-short ratio line. So this is them being really long, this is them being really short, and then we have another axis here which represents time. Okay, so at the beginning of the week, all the bubbles are aligned here, on this axis, because the spreadsheet gets reset, and you might have some down there, maybe you might have some down there, and this just tells us where the retail guys are positioned on their bias for that particular currency. So this could be yen, they're quite long on the yen currently, and this could be the Aussie, they're quite short on the Aussie. And what we do when they go one particular way, then what we'll see something that's already a sell because they're long, but when they add to that bias, it becomes a stronger sell. Now we come down here, if they're already positioned short and they add to short, then it becomes a stronger buy. And so what happens for us, we have a setup where Telegram reads the spreadsheet that I created, and we're notified of that deviation of the time, because this is time and this is the long short ratios. So you would have probably would have seen yen, very extreme, Aussie, and so we'd have the Aussie yen buy signal, and so that's how that works. So this is currently mixed, so what I'll do is grey is mixed, and this is strong buy, this is strong sell, and that's how that works. Because they're long and they're adding to that bias, it becomes stronger. If they're short and they're adding to that bias, then it is stronger. So you pick strong versus weak. Now the reason why this is mixed is because if they go this way, they're not adding to that bias, it's going away from that bias. And if the bubble comes over here, then it's mixed as well, because they're short, but they're not adding short, they're going long. Okay, so we want them to be down here and then go this way, and we want them to be up here and then go this way. If they go this way, it's invalidating that bias. Okay, so part 2 of the video will be about the size, and that's a little bit more complex, and so only watch that video when you've understood this, but it should be quite straightforward. Is that if they're already long and they're adding to that bias, it becomes a stronger sell. If they're short but then they're adding to short, it's a stronger buy, and that's it. So part 2 will be about the bubble size.